Hi there, my name's Adina and I run this website for people like you with Gilbert syndrome. It was over 20 years ago now that I was diagnosed with Gilbert syndrome, and I remember that day really clearly. I'd been feeling ill for quite a long time, really sick, down, dizzy. I had so many abdominal pains, but I'd also been previously diagnosed with irritable bowel syndrome, as so many people with Gilbert syndrome are. Now, I was told I had Gilbert syndrome after a number of blood tests, that the blood tests had something called bilirubin in them that was too high. I didn't know what that meant. It wasn't explained. I was told that I might get some abdominal pain, some nausea, but pretty much just to go away. You'll be fine. There's nothing wrong. It's benign. So I did. I went away. I thought, great, I've got a diagnosis. But for the next few years, I was so unwell. I lost a lot of weight, in fact. And I remember at one point when I was under 8 stone for the first time in my life since being a child, and that was a real wake-up call for me. So I did a lot of research. I took control. I found out as much as I could, and it wasn't easy back then 20 years ago. The information in the environment wasn't as easy to access. So I did a lot of legwork, and what I discovered was that there was very little out there for people like me. And what I wanted to do was share that, because I knew that there were between 3 and 7% of the population that also had this condition, and they would be in the exact same position as me, not knowing what to do for the best so that I could feel better. And I set up an organisation called Action on Gilbert Syndrome, which basically revolved around the website, which looks different from what you see today, but it started to give some of that information, some of the stuff I was finding out about not just Gilbert syndrome itself, but about the liver, about your health, and general issues that mean that you could look after yourself and you could feel better. So nearly 20 years later, I have accumulated a vast store of knowledge. I have spoken to so many people with Gilbert syndrome. I've done surveys, I've listened, and I've also been able to develop my health to the point where I'm happy, healthy, and really want to pass on all of those learnings and that expertise to all of you out there. So I hope that everything on this website really helps you, and I always want to hear your questions and your feedback and want to know what it is that you most need help with your Gilbert syndrome. Okay, so get in touch, leave a comment, read the posts, and I hope you live better with Gilbert syndrome.